best part of my job is helping to make people feel more comfortable.
You have to work by yourself or hope that somebody would be available to help you.
If I have more time, I'll spend more time with the resident.
And the best part of my job, like I like to tell my employer, is taking care of my bosses, which is approximately 25 male residents.
I love being with people. I love to help people. And the elderly are really special to me.
Making a difference in a resident's life. For one day, for one moment, that's my favorite part.
When I'm finished for the day, I feel that it's a job well done.
Caring for the residents and taking care of them as if they, they were my own loved one, my mother or my father.
The actual hands-on care and the caregiver to resident relationship that develops over time. Some of these residents don't have families, and we become, in essence, their extended family.
The hardest part of my job is to not have the time. In the morning I have 10 residents to get up, and I have 90 minutes to do that. That's to do all their personal care, including putting their glasses on, if they have any braces, and if they're in a wheelchair, I have to find someone to help me get them into that wheelchair. And then we have to go and find a lift, and there just isn't the time to get all that done in the time allotted.
Time restrictions that I can't always meet the needs of those residents. And that's a hard thing to take home at the end of a shift. Or when a resident asks for a simple favor and you really want to do it for them and you say, you know what, I will try to do that, and then the next day they say you didn't get back to me and I'm sorry, I didn't have time. But that's the hardest part, knowing that you could do better if you had the hands and the staff available. Taking them to the bathroom more often, lots of issues, they shouldn't have to wait.
The hardest part of my job is, in an 8-hour shift, is to look after 25 bosses or male residents.
The hardest part of my job is not being able to have the sufficient time to do what they actually need, not to rush them through a shower or to rush them through a meal time, where they're not going anywhere, they're there, that's their home, but yet I'm rushing them because I don't have sufficient time to let them enjoy their meals or to enjoy their bath. And it's really hard. As long as I've been doing this, when I started off, I had 8 residents. Now I have 10. And I'm supposed to give more care now than I did when I started. And that's the hardest part for me, is not being able to provide them with the time they need.
So you need time, like, to talk with them because, you're like a part of their family. So it's like it's a home away from home. So more time, on the job, it's more time with the resident. And it's important, because, that's where they live. And they look forward to us for care. They look forward for us to come in, to see them. So, that's the part I love, if I have more time, to spend more time with them, to talk with them like a family.
What I would really like to be able to do is offer them more of my time on a personal basis, because it's not just about physical needs, it's about emotional and the ability to care and to be able to touch or hold someone when they need it. So that's where I'd like to make a difference.
If you had more time, you could give these residents not only the care that they deserve, but the respect and the dignity that they're entitled to as a human being.
If I had more time, I would spend it looking after the residents in a more humane nature. When I first started in the nursing home 16 odd years ago, I came out of a factory where everything was just done, and I told my DON at the time that I hope this never turns into what I left. And guess what? 16 years later, I might as well be back in the factory. It's all 15 minutes or less, 15 minutes or less, 15 minutes or less.
If I had more time, I'd be able to satisfy more of their needs than what I do right now, and be able to give better care than what I do, because I'm rushed and I don't have enough time.